Okay, I think I'm on. So I scrapped the HO scale video for tonight, and we're just going to do the N scale video, which I think will take a little more than a half hour. I'm going to do some airbrushing tonight. So we're going to airbrush the barn for the UFO project. So we're going to do 3 different colors. I'm going to do Santa Fe red for the barn itself, flat aluminum for the roof, and silo parts except for the actual silo itself. And then I'm going to try this neutral primer for the rest of the silo because it's got kind of a tanny concrete. I don't know. It probably should be more of a concrete color than a tan color. We'll see how we do on time on that. That'll be the last step. So here's our barn that we're going to paint red. And then I've got some of the parts here that we're going to paint black. So this piece, I think I can just hold it as I'm painting. These little guys, I'm going to need to mount to the cardboard to hold them. Along with that guy, I'm going to need to mount to the cardboard. And I'm sure experts will poke a bunch of holes into the way I do these things, but take some, there's the air compressor. Take some tape, stick it to cardboard, stick the thing on there. Hello, Theodore. And tape. And stick it to the cardboard. Stick that guy on there. Stick that guy on there. And we're ready to paint. So, also, if I wanted to, I could stick the barn to a piece of cardboard, and I think I might do that, just so I don't have to touch it. Also, I've got the roof I need to stick to a piece of cardboard, so I'm going to go be right back, get some cardboard. Okay. If anybody's going to the El Cater train show this weekend, I'm planning on going. I've got a bit of a cold, so if that doesn't get better, I probably won't. But otherwise I will. Did anybody who's watching watch the HO scale Ghost Top Hobbies last night or no? This is the barn. I just need to do the roof. There's probably not that many people watching it anyway. Maybe I should ask that on the second video. Okay, everything's mounted to cardboard. Oh, you're in marching band parade. That's cool. Let's try the red first. And first of all, let's try and run some water through the airbrush. Here's the airbrush, single action. Let's see if I cleaned it last time I used it. I'll bet I didn't. Kind of thinking I definitely didn't. Ew. Well, it's putting out paint. Well, putting out water. Putting out a lot of water. I should be able to close that down enough to where it doesn't give me any liquid, but it won't. So I'm just going to leave it on the lightest setting I can get it on. And then we'll switch over to the Model Flex paint. Paint I'm using is Model Flex. It's supposed to be airbrush ready. Usually it is. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it thickens up over time. But we'll try it. Okay, and if you were smart, you put on some gloves. Are these gloves even good anymore? Oops, sorry about that. I hate the way that goes on. Okay. Take the little topper off the thing. Just throw it in there. Put that on. Put that on, and I should get paint. And there's paint. Okay, so now if I take cardboard and what's my PSI here? I'll tell you that. PSI is 35, and when you're spraying, it's a lot like having a spray can. You never want to start on the model. You want to start off the model and always be moving around. Oh, wait. Help if I turn down the ventilator. Kind of get it from different angles. Check every so often to make sure your paint's still coming out. Give it a second coat. Quick, this stuff dries pretty fast. If you're using oil-based paint, it dries a lot slower and you can't double coat it like this. And paint it. So I'm going to set this up on my little hook. Set the barn aside. And then we got to clean the airbrush, which is as simple as take a bottle of water, unhook the paint. I like to have the airbrush going as I do it so it doesn't drip paint out. And that kind of sucks it in. And then this will be off camera, but you take the thing off. This will have paint on it. I'm just going to drop it into a bucket of water. Put the cap back on the paint before I tip it over. Then we'll hook up the water. And then we'll let it run for a little bit until we start seeing water come through. And then you don't need this, but you can use something like this guy to collect the paint as it's coming out as you're cleaning your brush and running water through it. You just want to do that until it runs clear. I'm going to have to go out and get some paper towels. And then we'll switch to the aluminum. Basically run a bottle through it. You can kind of adjust the thing as you go back and forth to make sure everything flushes out. Okay, be right back. I'm going to go get some paper towels. Stand by. Just a second. Okay. Back. Ugh. My rolling chair keeps rolling away from the table. Okay. Towels. Make sure we get pretty much clear out of there. Same thing again. Pull the paint out. Kind of go. That. Okay. Now the aluminum. I'm guessing the aluminum is not going to be ready to spray. I'm going to have to thin it down a little bit. So I'm going to be off camera here for a second, but we'll crack open the aluminum. Try it. Let's try it. Worst thing will happen is it'll just plug up. Alright then. Bonus. We don't have to thin it. Okay, so let's do the roof. So here's our roof. Same thing, don't start on the model. Give it a nice coating. Other side. You idiot, you shouldn't be wearing your $500 watch. pieces here. Excuse me, don't get that cold. Okay. Now, what is it? Shoot, we're only 15 minutes in. So I guess I'll go through the cleanup process, and then we'll go to the next video. So, over here, again, that kind of up a little bit to let the paint out. Oops, there we go. Kind of clean that up. And keep the cap on. Put the paint lid back on. Make sure it's tight. Run some paint through it. Just about done. Now I think professionals would tell you to hold on, let me turn the compressor off. There. I think the professionals would tell you to clean your airbrush, break it down and clean it after every time, which I should do next. I'll do that off camera. I don't think I did do that when I started, since the last time I painted, and everything seems to turn out just fine. But if you want to avoid any catastrophic mistakes, then you probably want to do that too. So that's that. And I need to go wash my hands because now they're all glove powder. But, okay, that's the very basics of airbrushing. And the barn's now painted except for the silo, which I want to do a little more looking around before I pick a color for that. So, or see if I can find a bottle of concrete paint, color paint. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes on the 8 o'clock video, which will be starting early, and we'll look at railfan video stuff and auto racks. I was going to go through all my auto rack pictures, and we can pick and choose what we want to try and model when I dig into that. So Theodore, you should enjoy that. So be back in a minute.